So, as you can see, once again, I've been busy. It's headless. I thought I'd have as I'm stripping it apart and I'm not going to have it for a couple of months, I could have a look at the piston and bits and bobs. Piston's looking pretty fried, but looking at the actual cylinder, not a scratch on it. Which is quite nice. But when I'm looking at the head, these are your valves, you can see there's quite a lot of debris on them. They're not looking fantastic. So I'm just going to get a wire brush on them, clean them up. It's not raw, I'll use like a carb cleaner or something like that, something alcohol based which will go away, make it go sort of, yeah, clean it all up. Then I've had a look in here, that's my exhaust port. As you can see, there's a lot of carbon build up. Don't like that. There's a lot there, like there's a whole lip, see where it's all bumpy. So I'm going to get Dremel in there, clean all that out. But yeah, so I'm making quite a bit of progress. The bike is now just a frame with faults. The wheels, I've taken the tyres and inner tubes out. This one's quite bad. This is a rated 14 inch one, wide, and it's just, I'm looking in there, it's rusty as oak, pitted, so I don't know what's going to be cheaper, if I get powder coated and re-spoked, or if I just buy a new one. Here's the front rim. The only issue I had with this was the, what's it called, the inner tube, but otherwise it's quite a clean one. Probably shouldn't keep it on this, but yeah, it's actually quite clean, quite crisp. The tyre on it was, for the front tyre, the rear tyre, replacing a video, if you want to go watch it. This one's actually from 2002, and there's the odd little crack and bits and bobs in it. But the issue was the actual valve on the inner tube. But because it's just a normal motocross inner tube, I was picking another one of these, but it was all corroded all the way around there. Didn't look great. So yeah, that was fun. But yeah, apart from that, I'm cracking on with it. I'm hoping to get the frame powder coated very soon. I wanted to do white, but it turns out the person who's doing it for me can only do black. So the rest of it, I'll probably look at spraying myself, but I need to get the frame so it's bang on. And then the engine I'll be doing myself. But yeah, just having a play really. Right, let's see where I get to next. So I've just spent the past half hour looking at the valves, and it is horrendous. So you can see that one, that's the one I've done, see if it'll focus. There we go, you can still see some carbon deposits. So like this is so minute, it's unreal. But anyway, so you can see that, and you can see this one. There's a huge difference. So yeah, I'm going to spend a bit of time on that, and we'll see how that goes. Because that is horrendous. Looking at it, I didn't think it was that bad before. After, I mean, I probably shouldn't do this with a flathead screwdriver, but just dig a little bit. You're talking easy a mil, which sounds a small amount, but easy a mil's worth of carbon deposit. And with these sort of going up and down, for example, so that's your inlet, that's for your fuel, that's your, so that's that, and then that's your outlet for your exhaust, which then comes out of yonder. Oh dear, thing's slipping. Yeah, so because that's doing that, that's actually it. They work coincide with the piston. So on the piston there'll be some sort of, normally, yeah. So you can see them 2 points there, 2 scratch marks actually. So you got one there and one down here. That's actually where the valves have hit due to all this extra carbon. So hopefully me clearing all this crap out should mean that it doesn't hit the piston anymore. Because if that was to continue, then the piston would just screw the valves up real bad. Right, anyway, onwards and upwards. Right, now as you can see, the other one's looking much cleaner than what it was. what I did was I got really fine grit sandpaper. I scraped what I could off, really fine grit sandpaper, and sanded the rest of the deposit off. And now I'm just currently going over bits like in here. I mean, that's relatively clean now. That was all black. That side needs a bit more cleaning. But what I've done, I picked up some Dremel bits, and pretty much they're quite a fine Dremel as well. It's not like really hard wire. It's quite soft, like, you know, enough to bend it, but enough to still to take stuff like that off. Like, for example, I'll turn that up. See that? There it is. It just comes straight up. See what I mean? So that's what I'm going to continue doing, and I will have the next video out as soon as possible. Yeah, well, thanks for watching. I'll keep you updated. Peace.